of Jerusalem tonight. It's a rather chilly spring night. At least the calendar says it's supposed to be spring. For the last 2 nights it's not been quite like spring. 2 nights ago it was not only chilly and windy, but rainy as well. So at least you're dry tonight. There's a lot going on in the city of Jerusalem. It's Passover time. It's a very festive time, a time of celebration. A time when people, hundreds of thousands of people, many like yourselves have traveled, some for days, some have traveled overnight, and some may have traveled just from the next village. But they've come. It's a very festive time. They've come to bring their wares. They've come to bring the things they've grown, the things they've made, and the things they've raised. Cattle, perhaps, or sheep, to sell or to barter in the city. But they've come, and they've come to talk. Anytime you get hundreds of thousands of people together in one place, in one city, they're there to talk. Talk about the things they like, the things they don't like, about the news, about the times, the taxes. The taxes always seem to be too high. And the cost of food for their family seems to be high. And the cost of grain and oats for their horses and cattle always seem to be high. But nevertheless, they come to talk. It's time to catch up on old friendships. Time to make some new friends, times perhaps to meet with family, perhaps that they haven't seen for well over a year. One thing this year, though, has caused more controversy than normal. Interesting that among a group of 200,000 people, there would be one thing that would cause controversy. That's this Jesus of Nazareth. He's a young man, maybe 25, 30 years old, something like that. He's been around a while, but he seems to have gathered himself a group of people, a gathering around him, not necessarily so much for what he's done, but for what he says, for the words that he speaks about himself, and who he says he is. Some who've listened to him have believed him, and they say their lives have actually been changed. Some think he's a lunatic, and some just either don't know or they don't care. But he's raised, especially I guess with 2 claims that he's made. One is that he was the Messiah. He is the Messiah, the Savior. But many who hear that say, well, sure you are. We've heard hundreds of men say the same thing. They are the Messiah. They're the ones that are going to save us from the oppression. So why should we believe you? What makes you any different? The second claim he made was one that sort of took it over the top. He said that he would be put to death on a cross, and then 3 days later he would rise from the dead. That one took it over the top for most, because they've heard maybe others say the same thing, but they've never actually seen it happen. So it raised so much controversy that the city fathers got involved. They said we need to check up on this guy. He seems to be creating a divisive city of Jerusalem. So we need to find out a little bit more about him, find some information about him. So we're going to send out a reporter to do a short 12-hour film on this man. And on your journey through the city tonight, you'll be taking a look at this film. Actually, it won't be looking like looking at a film. It'll be more like you were actually there. But I would encourage you to do this before you leave the city, before you finish your journey, to make a choice of this Jesus, what you think. Whether you think he's telling the truth, or whether he's simply another impostor among many impostors that have come. So enjoy your journey. Be careful as you cross the courtyard. The guards last year were cranky. It seems to me they're still cranky. And probably not that well fed. So just don't find yourself on the wrong end of their spear as you cross. Enjoy your journey.
Huh?
Oh, woman! Malchus, why have you stopped these people? Commander, there have been reports of zealots attempting to enter the city, hiding themselves in large groups like this one. Woman, state your business.
Taking the people to the Passover celebration.
Let them pass. Sir, keep a sharp eye.